All right, class. Well, we're talking this week about audio and video and the potential for using these in educational experiences, and that's why the assignment this week is an audio assignment. It's a podcast episode that you're going to create. But anyway, yeah, we have these different items. So the objectives are to use various current digital tools to support online asynchronous and synchronous interaction. And so you'll read about audio and video in the textbook from chapters 15 and 16. And then there will be some presentations on speaking voice and different tools that you could use to create audio presentations. You might want to use Audacity, and that's a fantastic tool for downloading and using, and this video shows you how to use it for your podcast assignment. It's a great tool to be able to edit audio with, and learning about that, or podcast episode assignment, I should call it. And then this week there's a discussion on educational technology in South Dakota. And so I just recently actually completed and submitted an article based on a survey study about educational technology in our state. The survey study involved polling teachers. Back in 2015, I did the first round, and now in this current academic year, but it was 2018. I did the second round of the survey, and I've had a chance to analyze the results now with regard to barriers and also technology use. And so the article that you're going to read is really about barriers to technology use. It's about those things that stop teachers from using these technologies in their classroom. And so you can hopefully take a look at that article and read through it and then post your reaction to the study. Were there any findings that were kind of a surprise to you? And what implications does the study have for your own position, or maybe the position that you want to get someday if you're still an undergrad student, for instance, or education in general? And then participate with at least 2 other students' responses after you post your initial response. But really, the podcast episode is what is going to be due this week as well, along with that. So take a note of that. It's a 6 to 10 minute podcast recording on a certain tool. You can choose an app maybe, or a website, or whatever tool you'd like to choose that has implications for education. Again, we're talking about tools and resources in this class, and talk about how this can be used in each stage of the SAMR model. So remember, the SAMR model is an important model, and we learned about this much earlier in the semester, but I do like this EdTech kind of guide. It talks about some different things. You know, enhancement is the S and the A. That means that you're basically substituting technology, adding maybe a functional improvement for S and A, but the M, significant task redesign, is allowed by the technology. So in other words, you are thinking about, from the transformation side of things, you're thinking about things that you could not do otherwise without the technology. And then redefinition means that, again, there are new creation of new tasks previously inconceivable without the inclusion of that technology, or without the fact that that technology might be there. So it's just a great way to look at the SAMR model and see how that model, is used. But it's important to think about technology or enhancement and transformation as you do this. Make sure that you fit whatever you decide is modification for this tool. Make sure it does fit the definition, and you can justify that. Yeah, this is tech allowing for significant task redesign and the creation of new tasks previously inconceivable. Those are the hard ones. Modification and redefinition are the hard ones to find ideas for technology for. So that's the challenge for you with this assignment. All right, so that's the assignment basically. You have a 6 to 10 minute podcast episode. So there's not going to be a visual element, but you can just introduce the SAMR model. Well, let's see. You're going to choose a tool we have learned about in class so far. Introduce your chosen tool and discuss its main features. Then introduce the SAMR model. So what is the SAMR model? And then provide a real-world example of how the tool could be used for each level of that SAMR model. So that's going to require some thinking on your part before you go to record this lesson. And then once you're ready with some examples, you can share and record this to others. All right, and then that's how you'll be graded. And yeah, I have an ongoing blog. It hasn't been too active lately, but we'll go ahead and put some of the best ones of these on my blog. And that's what you'll do and complete this week. So good luck getting started. I think it'll be fun to see this discussion on some new work that I've been working on with educational technology in South Dakota, survey work there, and also to see your podcast episodes coming in.